Hey, it's Andre. It's time for another Friday Flying Update. What do you think of the environment? That's right, I've been spending some time working on the quality of the videos for YouTube. Still using my old Canon, but I'm going to give this thing as much of a chance as possible. But I did invest in some new background lights for behind me and 3 new set lights. So hopefully the videos start to look just a little bit better. I've got some finessing and tweaking to do with these areas, but the nice thing with these new lights is it's actually going to allow me to open up and do a couple different set options to just change the visual and have some fun, do some stuff in front of the computer and everything. The bench is really busy. There's a bunch of stuff coming in that has come in as I work away on the various products, and a review in from Banggood, so stay tuned. This video will show up as a separate video, the unboxing, and as soon as I can get out flying with it, I will. This is the Eachine P51 with 2 batteries, so 400mm wingspan kind of thing, 1S battery with its own little remote, but it's stabilized. So I'm kind of interested to see how this thing flies from a beginner's perspective and everything, and whether it's suitable for someone who's just getting into the hobby. So stay tuned for that. Speaking of Banggood, a bunch of shipments came in over the Christmas holidays or after the Christmas holidays as things cleared up. I've been working away on getting the Defiant Renegade, which was like the top foam plane on the RC After Hours podcast for 2020. My ESCs have shown up finally, so they are some little, what are these? Little 20 amp SPEDIX. Yeah. I'll put all the links into the description below, but little 20 amp suckers. These things are super tiny. Here, let's open up one. Can I do this without needing scissors? No, I need my scissors. Hopefully they're here. They're here. And hopefully they show up in shot. Anyhow, these things are super. Look how tiny that is. That is phenomenal. So they're going to wire straight up to those those old what are these are 1306s, 2300 kV motors, and the DYS, which is no more. But I mean, look at the size difference between the old ESCs and the new ones. So well worth it. Again, I've already put in my Team Black Sheep 6-channel receiver into this guy, and I also ordered a brand new UBEC, which is somewhere in the stash. So this plane is finally going to be where I want it. It's got the little Nano 2 FPV camera, which will probably be in the nose. I know Sean has a TPU printed nose piece that you can put your camera into, but I kind of like my view a little higher up. And what that's going to allow me to do is put my VTX probably here, so the button will be switchable. It's not that bad. I thought it was closer to the prop line. Even with the 5-inch props, it's not too bad there. And just run the camera through, and then obviously I'll draw the power of the 5-volt power from the back. So this plane is going to be absolutely perfect setup and everything. So I'm really excited about that. Still working away on the AR Pro wing. I finally got my my dad was bored, so I gave him that 405 flight controller to solder up and put all the pins into. So that is now all set. I'll print off the little bracket mount that protects the USB, and that will sit back here, do all the wiring. The GPS has got a spot, as I said in the build video, and everything is going to basically have a good little home and setup. But the only thing I notice is with the Foxeer cameras, I'm going to have to carve out a little bit of foam to stick that there, and I'll run my action cam above. If I ever go HD, I'll obviously put the camera in there. But the nice thing about this cavity is if I need any CG, I can start loading stuff into that spot. So this wing will be ready to go. Not really in a rush because we're unfortunately stuck in a lockdown situation, so there's no real rush to go out flying. I hovered the Explorer, the Flywoo Explorer, and where are the packs? I have a set from Great Hobbies. I ordered some tattoo, my first set of tattoo batteries, 654S and 854S. It's kind of crazy the size difference between them. The 650s will let me fly with that camera mounted on top with the TPU print, as I mentioned. This guy here for now until I figure out what I want, what I pick up, and then obviously I just hovered it in here on 3S, and it was absolutely quiet and cool and fun and everything. So looking forward to that. Another little item that I had to pick up, and it was funny because I've been flying 3S with XT30 connectors forever and didn't realize I needed a power a parallel charging board that had 4S on it. So this one has 4S, 5S, and 6S. So a little bit more option. Obviously, a lot of the 6S packs are for the bigger, crazier quads, and I don't actually have any 6Ss that will work. Anyhow, again, Banggood. I'll throw in all these links and everything. Now I don't have to go and alter my 3S charger ones, so I can keep, you know, any of my 3S packs and everything, that they can still keep charging. And as I start converting small guys over to XT60 or 30 connectors and everything, you know, just options. So now I can run 2 chargers. So that's really cool. I've been talking about upgrading the, you know, Scrappy Quad, which is, you know, that's a Martian 2, and then my Multi-RC Shenanigans 150. And I was very cautious about not putting too much money into it. I didn't actually want to buy a new VTX or a new camera for this guy. But where's that board? It's in the pile. Here it is. I've actually, you know, already gone into Betaflight and flashed it. This is a Mamba. Mamba from, where's the envelope? Here we go. Here's the other one. Diatone. There we go. So Mamba 450, 405 with DJI compatibility and everything. So if you have the transmission system, $20 Canadian. So what, like $5 US? No, it's probably in the $20 range. Anyhow, rather than switching the form factor out on all this stuff, I managed to find, you know, 30.5 millimeter boards, and OSD, like thing runs at like 8 mega or gig or whatever. It's way better than the Naze 32s that I'm running in both of these quadcopters, right? So so these quads are going to get a little significant upgrade, and it was one of those things like once you get into stuff with OSD and everything, you know, it's really hard to go back to the old ways. So I'm going to really enjoy these little upgrades. You can get stacks. You can get stacks with 4-in-1 ESCs and stuff. But what I realized by doing that is I'd have to go back and rewire all these quads because all the motor to ESC lengths have all been snipped. So then I have to just go and, you know, that's 12 cables that have to be re-extended, and it just gets, your point of failure is just start exponentially growing. And I kind of was like, you know what, these are dirty quads, winter quads, you know, there's stuff that I don't really care about. So, you know, cheap investments. And for this guy, based on the recommendations of a couple of friends, I bought some, what are these called, Wind Dancer series. These are gym fans, a little 4-inch or 3-inch prop, so 328-3s, so, you know, and in orange. So just new props, just a little better flow, a little bit of better control, less vibration, stuff like that. So this thing should fly great, and they're orange to match it, so rather than these pinky things. So there you go. So just some little updates as we go through. Really hoping to go flying. Hesitant with all the everything that's going on in Ontario right now. The respectable thing is not to get out, but we'll see. I might go out, and if I do a review on this on the P51, it'll be kind of just camera, microphone, go shoot it, and then do all the finishing touches inside the studio because this place is looking pretty darn good. I wonder if I can pan over and if I can keep my focus, but did some lighting, got the 3D printer going, got the computer going and everything. Just spent a little time in the evenings just tuning stuff up. Long term, this camera will get upgraded, but that's a little bit of money, and I'm kind of saving for some other objectives. So, all right, there we go. It's a real quick Friday flying update. I hope to get back into doing these reviews and everything and doing some flying content for you, because the bench stuff, while exciting and fine, it's not as good as flying. So, all right, I'm Andre. You've been watching the Friday flying update. Thank you for subscribing. Hello to all you new subscribers. Have a great weekend. Cool. That's all we need. I'm not sure what the VTX is doing and why it's doing something weird, but whatever. Okay, turn that off. Should be telemetry lost any second now. No telemetry lost? There you go. Boy, you're slow. Okay. Okay.